Okay, so today we're going to be making a mouse GUI. You're going to be able to change the colors of the buttons. You're going to have multiple pixel buttons. So you can click on full sentence and it will register a function that would be called. So let's start. We're going to be using tables for this, so if you don't know those, you are going to be pretty lost. So I already had something. So first we want to make a table. This is where we're going to store all our functions. We're then going to get the length and height of the string by doing term.size. We're also going to have the GUI.line bar so that we can stop the menu when we want to. And we want to GUI.reset. Chords, make that a function. What this is going to do is it's going to reset the coordinates. So if we, for instance, change the screen size, we would want that. Y equals then we want GUI.clear. I'm sorry, I'm pretty tired right now. Then after this, we want to term.clear, term.set cursor position, and clear that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to have set colors. So instead of having to call two commands, we could just call one. So we'll go to function. We're going to have the txt and bg. Term.set background color bg. Term.set text color txt. And we want GUI.reset. Now I already wrote all this code and I know it works, so what we want to do is UI.set colors. We want to set to color.white for the text color, and color.black the background color. And for that to take effect, we need to clear it. I'm adding all these functions to ensure that's easier to code instead of having to call the same functions over and over again. So when you check my code, let me make sure I don't have anything left I need to add. That seems good. Yeah. Then we're going to make the main function that we want. So let me just make this. This is for multi-line comment, so anything between those two square brackets are going to be commented out. Then we're going to design the layout for basically how the menu is going to work is that there's going to be buttons on the screen, for instance up here, that you could click on. For instance, pretend term is a button, we click on that, it's going to call a function. But we also want it so that we could change it at runtime. So we could have it so if you click on term, it may change the color to red instead of white. So we're going to have multiple buttons that we're able to do. So we're just going to make button 1. Then we have a few bars. We're going to make it so that it could be visible or not. We want that to be true. Then what we also want is the txt button. And then we have this be hello. We're also going to have the function to call. Let's just leave this blank. Remember, this is just a template for when we're designing the function, so that we know what to add in the code. And for that, we want to start positioning on the x-axis. Remember, it starts from the top left instead of the bottom left. So we want it to be 1. We want the index to be 5. We want the start line to be 1. We're doing this so that it could have, for instance, if we wanted a full rectangle that you could click on, that's multiple lines, you could have that just by changing the variables. And let me check my code and set line text. Visible function. Oh yeah, we also want another variable. That's going to be the button. Basically, when you're using the mouse click event for os.pullEvent, what it does is that it also returns a button. For instance, it's going to be 1 for left click and 2 for right click. So you could change the button if you want to during runtime. So we want this to be 1. Then we're going to close this. And have GUI menu. We're going to have this the function. Ending function, we're going to have the menu parameter. This is going to be the table that we're going to pass. For instance, we just made a test table that's counting out, so it's not going to get registered. But if it did get registered, we will pass that to the function instead. So now we want the while UI.running do. That's going to be a while loop. We're going to have UI.reset for when it closes, then UI.running equals true. We're going to have a for loop and pairs. I'm also going to have 2 of these instead of just 1. And then if v.visible, then turn that's a cursor position. And I forgot 2 bars up here. In pairs, basically it goes through every value. So you see test, when you do pairs test, it does button, then it throws the whole button table into the v bar that we pass to the loop. So when we do v.visible, it means button 1.visible instead. We also forgot a comment there. And we want the T color so that we can change the color. We want that to be, let's do the colors that are red. Then what we want for B color is color.white. And Nappy is explaining that in chat. Damn German girls. Okay, we want this to set to v.start x and v.end start y. Thank you, Nappy, for explaining it. I understand. Good for you, Leo. UI set colors. Then we want v T color and v color. It's going to set the colors there. But remember, this is only going to do if it's visible. So now that we got this, what we want is, let me save this in case we lose my work. Good for you, Leo. What that means. Yeah, this is actually a lot of code. The first time I wrote this is when mouse support was added. I was one of the first people to actually make it and post it on forums of those since I got lazy. Yeah. So then we want a event. This is how it works. Get the event, the button, the X, and the Y from os.pullEvent. Mouse click. Okay, so we want a key pairs menu. The reason why we're going to do this is ensure that every button is coordinating with that. So for instance, if we have button, I'll just show you. So if button goes v.button, then for instance that's going to be left click. If it's left click, then we want to make sure that it's within the boundaries. So if the is more or equal to v.start x and x is less or equal to v.end x, then damn it, y is more equal to y does. Dan, do you need a recording? Start it. Start y. And y plus or equal to. And I'm getting really sloppy. We need to. Okay. Put the end in there. Then what we want to call the v.func. Okay, we got the GUI all set up. It should all work. What's going to happen is it's going to cycle through that. Then we have that. So what we're going to do now is instead of os.load API, we're actually going to run it. So that registers the table everywhere inside of it. And we're going to add a menu. Then we're going to do file the GUI. That's going to register the table, every function bar that we put in it. So now that we got that, what we want to do is make a local menu equals this. We want button 1 equals this. We're also going to make button 2. We want 2 buttons in this. Local func equals table. Too bad that big a bill on itself. Okay, so now that we got this, we want to add the bars. So we have, if you remember, we had visible. We want visible to be true unless we actually change it manually. And I just remembered this from a lot of testing. I wrote this whole API 30 times before because I keep forgetting to reuse it. The reason why we're going to define the function before the actual button is because when we have the func variable, we call it the func table, is going to be registered. So it's going to be it's now Lua as in like C#, where it actually registers everything before actually calling them. So now that we got this, we're going to do one equals a function. 2 function here. Then we're going to do this. So UI set. And I know I messed up something on UI. Damn it. Reset. We're doing this so that always resets during that. And since we're doing a loop here, we also want to do our .reset. So reset everything. We want that. Then we want term guideline. Hello. 3. UI dot and false. It's going to stop it and everything. Remember the things. And if you notice, we actually didn't. We actually didn't redo anything. So what we need is to term.write, write the text. The reason why we're not using printer write is because if you're using printer write, it actually does word write. So it tries to see if the string is long enough to fit the string. If not, it goes down the line and doesn't. We don't want that, especially if we have a lot of text to write. That's actually cause major lag if you have a lot of stuff. Visible equals true. You want the text to be hello. Fun1. Okay, now that we got that, we want the, remember, it doesn't matter how we define it as long as it's defined. So we could define this in any order and it would be fine. Let me check notes. Color stuff. Red. Okay. Color equals color stuff. Why? It's gonna be ugly, but I don't care. The only downside of doing this is that you do have to write a lot of variables if you want to add one. But you could actually use meta tables instead, so it would set the defaults to a certain value. We're not going to be doing that. We may do it in a different lesson in like a week or so. Include meta tables, as that would make it a lot easier, but we'll do that a different time. Igor is a douche. That's all you need to know. You want this to be index equals 5, start 1 equals 1, and y equals 1. And I think that's all the part that we need for that. If you type in RC is get high. All visible equals true. TXT equals by damn cometh. Func equals func func cool. We want t color equals color dot blue. T color equals color dot red. That equals 1. 1.5 start x equals 1. And this equals 3. Start y equals 3. And y equals 3. We want to call GUI on the menu. What? Oh, the monitor? What? What's wrong? The monitor do some shit. Oh, yeah, Diego, do the code for that. Give me a sec. Sorry for the delay. Hey, randomly it does that. Randomly it does that with returning a redirection to the Lewis site. It wasn't reported on the forums as a bug. However, they do not know how to fix it. Yep, sorry about this. I have to do project start 57. That we go on menu. Is the monitor still going now? Okay, thanks. That is GUI. I know why. Do somewhere. Damn it. Oh, I named it fun. Okay. Yeah, let me do this. Okay, after I fix this, if it doesn't work, I'm already Twitter. What? Okay, I just tested it locally. What happened was that for some reason it's actually not displaying the text. Yeah, this is being a bitch. let's see. It's able to be clickable, but it's not able to actually output colors. Oh no, it's now. I actually didn't start. Anybody want to help me with this? Oh, let me try to rewrite. Let me actually delete this code and try to. There. Okay. Okay, so what we have is we want to GUI set. Let me see how I did the set colors. There, TXT and BG. B T color and B color. Position start the technical difficulties. Just trying to get this done. Be done. Start X. Be done. Start on. And turn back right. Be done. Then we also want to do all this. Where is Okay, it works. I got it working. Finally. What happened was, I was actually setting the colors wrong, and I actually put it in the wrong place. So let's show you the code that I edited. Okay. So if you notice from the last part, I had the first for loop differently. Yep, so you see now I have it differently. I have the set colors below the if statement. I have the set colors first, set the cursor position second, turn it right there. That works. Then I can change anything in the menu, and now it works. I click on hello. What happens is that clears. It waits for 30 seconds. I can click buy, and it works. And that's basically it. I'll put the code up on Pastebin for you guys to download. It will be in the YouTube description. And see you guys later.